Hi everybody, good to be with you again this Monday. And quick highlight from me for last week was Penelope Hansen, who joined us on Friday for our webinar, talking about her teams, their new ways of working. And a couple of things that she coined that I thought were quite interesting. The first was this idea of working closely together apart. So this idea that distance just isn't a factor in getting creative teams to work well together. So that might actually be something that we would apply to how we work with our clients. How can we work more effectively apart? And I've heard of agencies winning client contracts in other countries, having never met the client. And so these ways of working really are something that we're going to have to perfect. Something else that was really interesting is this idea that, and we know this of old, don't we, that if there's a roadblock in the road, designers will find a way over it or around it. And they were struggling with their ethnographic research, and their designers used to go in and film or photograph their customers using their equipment. The customers started doing it for themselves with a good brief from the designers. So not quite the same, but good enough for the designers to be working from. Couple of things that they still struggled with, or the key one really, was this idea of serendipity, those conversations that you have because you come across somebody in a corridor, spontaneity of interaction with others. That's still a struggle. I know it has been for our agency members as well. In our member catch-up last week, I thought it was really encouraging that so many people are looking at ways of working better together as well. So it's definitely a key theme that we're hearing about. Staff surveys happening, looking at flexibility of working and all of those working practices, and how agencies are going about recruiting people and who they recruit in light of the situation that they're in at the moment. Do you have to recruit people who are physically near your offices, or suddenly is there an opportunity to be recruiting from a completely different source, from another country maybe? Some of the other highlights from the member catch-up was also around how people are getting people back into the office. So this idea of booking time slots to go in, rotas and so on. So if you want to find out what the sector's doing, you need to join our member catch-ups on Wednesday morning. So it doesn't come more up to date than that, straight from the horse's mouth, 9:30, and it's happening again this week. Do join us for that. And on Friday, Mark Shaler. He is the founder of the Do Lectures. If you've done any of those, they're absolutely fantastic. He also runs a sustainability innovation consultancy, and he's going to be looking at FOMO, fear of moving on, not fear of missing out, fear of moving on. It's all on the DBA website. Have a read of that and make sure that you get that in your diary for 1 o'clock on Friday. Nice bit of stimulus going into the weekend. Grab a sandwich, grab your juice, sit down, listen to Mark, be challenged, and then maybe set some time aside, maybe 10, 15 minutes after his webinar to think about the implications on you and what your reaction is to what he's saying. Have a really good week.